Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Today, we're all over the place today on our show today. I like that. I like it when we're going sometimes all over the world, sometimes all over the country. Love it when my good friend Bob Loeser comes in. This guy is extraordinary to talk to. He's interesting, entertaining, and informative, and knows his stuff. And so we love to have him on the program. Taxman Bob, we affectionately call him, here on The Price of Business. Welcome, sir.
Good morning. Good to see you. I have a trivia question for you this morning.
Okay, is it a trivia question or a trivial question?
It might be both by the time it's done. What was John Travolta's first TV series, if you can recall?
Was it Welcome Back, Kotter?
Yeah. Mr. Cartier.
Mr. Cartier, yes. Do you know what his first commercial was?
Go ahead, tell me.
It was for the Army.
Was it?
Yeah,
was it?
to join the Army.
The reason why I mentioned that today...
Why do I all know stuff? Because I have a man crush on John Travolta. I don't know. Oh, no, my producer.
Did John Travolta have more than one TV show?
But some people out there go, John who? You mean the guy that played in whatever, had a TV show back when? Mr. Cartier? Yeah, he was young once, too, like the rest of us. But the reason why I say that is that yesterday, the Congress and Senate were actually thinking about stuffing the 536 senators and congressmen in the same room, the size of Mr. Cartier's room 222, okay, and forcing each and every one of them to eat baked beans and come up with a solution to this mess in Washington.
Yes.
Just think about it.
Think about it. I love that idea. So let's talk a little bit about, because that's a saga that may never end. So, it's just incredibly weird to watch that. But talk a little bit practicably, because, people are thinking, oh, good, maybe government will just go out of business entirely. Nah, that's not going to happen.
Interestingly, Warren Buffett was on Squawk Box Wednesday morning, and I watched him, and his comment was, why do Congress think that they can hold the American people, sort of hostage in regards to some of the things that they're trying to push to get approved on this deal? Just, take care of it, fund it, and then move forward like you would run your own business. Okay? You can't spend $100,000 more a month than you take in.
No.
We'd be in jail for bouncing checks.
Rather quickly.
Okay, so tell me why the government isn't in the same boat? Oh, well, they have special provisions. For example, you're obligated to get into Obamacare, except if you're congressmen, senators, and their employees. Excuse me? What's good for the goose isn't good for the golden gander out there?
Yep. Yeah, you officially got me depressed. I need to go find me a gun. But anyway, tell me about the...
Well, that was another thing that someone mentioned, okay? Someone who formerly was Army said that we should line all the congressmen and senators up in one and shoot them. And I said, shoot them with one bullet. And he says, you got a problem there, Bob. He says, what's that? I says, you're assuming that they can all stand in a straight line.
There you go. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening on the tax front, Dale, for individuals and businesses.
We have just finished the final tax deadline, October 15th. No more rehearsing or nursing our part. We know every part by heart. Remember, the interlude to the Bugs Bunny show. Overture, dim the lights.
There you go.
Sorry.
We need to get that music, by the way. Remember that. Take a note there, Sigmund. That's good.
Way to go, Sigmund.
Yeah.
So
that might become our opening theme for a while, just to drive things.
That would be great. Something different.
Awesome.
People go, I know that song. Wait a minute. It's Bugs Bunny.
Back when cartoons were funny, really funny.
That's right. So that's done with. So now we're really looking and moving towards 2013. And as we've stated before, what Congress and the Senate and the government in Washington should be not only no indication, but should not affect your business decisions between now and then. You do what you have to do, and if things are tight, that you're not going to move forward with expansion or whatever the case may be because of the government, then that's the approach you take. Sorry, no expansion. We're not going to hire new employees. We're not going to hire. I mean, again, it may be hiring two part-time employees instead of one full-time if you're affected by the health care insurance and Obamacare and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that people are lowering that basis of full-time being 30 hours a week to 28, 27, and for the most part just telling people, sorry, we can't include you. We can't, cover the cost.
Yeah, in fact, you pointed out the last time you were here that he's probably the biggest job-creating president in history. Unfortunately, they're all part-time jobs.
Correct. Correct.
And he's destroyed at an incredible level all the full-time jobs.
Correct.
Or they're in Canada.
Yeah, that's right.
He's creating jobs in Canada.
Yeah, the Canadians, thank you very much.
Right. And, and a part of going back this medical tax device, the medical device tax that they want to, do you know what that's going to do to this country?
I'm afraid to find out.
It's going to move those entities that are here in the States, abroad, South America and whatnot, because the response is going to be they're not going to be taxed there.
That's right.
Okay? So what does that do? Creates less jobs, moves companies out of here for a tax base. Okay? All right.
Undermines innovation. It's got to undermine innovation because, there's a opportunity cost for moving from one country to another country. And so...
but not only innovation, the ability to roll up your sleeves, work hard, and bear the fruits of your labor.
Right. And, of course, Obamacare just in principle ends up having a devastating effect, I think, on innovation. 90% of all new meds, 90% of all new healthcare technologies come from the United States. That's because of our competitive nature of our healthcare system. We've undermined that. In places like England that have had socialized medicine now since World War II, just after World War II. In England, the situation is such where there's virtually no private investment into technology and healthcare development, mainly not only because of the fact there's no profit for it, but people don't want to give money to stuff because they think this thing's already been taken care of.
Correct.
And that's what happens when government takes over things.
Correct.
This is why welfare, which, originally was something of an idea to help people temporarily and was done on a very local level, has actually been ruinous on individuals and created multi-generation welfare.
Right. And so for all those reasons that we've just talked about in regards to outside influences affecting your business, sort of put that golden dome over you and just, not that it doesn't affect you, but make sure it doesn't affect the decisions you do and don't make. Don't take a risk if there is an uncertainty, whether it's 2 days down the road if this thing is settled, or 6 weeks down the road in regards to Congress and whatnot. Make your decisions based upon not only your gut feeling, but what your business needs to do over the next 6 to 12 months.
Taxman Bob, that's his name, and you can learn more about him by emailing taxmanbob@pdq.net. That's taxmanbob@pdq.net, and your phone number.
Telephone operators are waiting for your call. 713-953-1272.
Again?
713-953-1272.
Stay tuned for more. It'll be right after this on The Price of Business.
Good job.